The Third Eye and Cosmic Unity by L.S. Larkey and the Unified Theory of You. In the rich tapestry of human spirituality and mysticism, few symbols are as potent and enigmatic as the third eye. This transcendent concept, often referred to as the inner eye or ajna chakra in Eastern philosophies, bridges the gap between the corporeal and the ethereal, the tangible and the mythical. It represents a profound intersection where ancient wisdom converges with contemporary spiritual understanding, embodying the quest for higher consciousness and unity with the divine. The physical attributes and location of the third eye are central to its mystique. Positioned between the eyebrows, it is often associated with the pineal gland in the human brain. This small, pine-cone-shaped gland has been observed to play a critical role in regulating sleep patterns through the production of melatonin. However, its significance extends far beyond its physiological functions. In many spiritual traditions, the pineal gland is seen as the gateway to higher realms of consciousness, a portal through which we can access deeper spiritual insights and connect with the divine. This brings us to the Eye of Ra, an emblem of immense power and spiritual significance in ancient Egyptian cosmology. The Eye of Ra encapsulates the formidable might of the sun, symbolizing both its benevolence and its ferocity. It was revered not only as a protective symbol inscribed on amulets and edifices to ward off evil, but also as a representation of the sun's cataclysmic force. Historically, the Eye of Ra was believed to possess the power to unleash divine wrath or bestow blessings, reflecting the dual nature of the sun's influence. In the context of spiritual awakening and the quest for higher consciousness, the Eye of Ra and the pineal gland are intricately intertwined. Both are seen as beacons of enlightenment and awareness, symbols that guide us towards a deeper understanding of our place in the cosmos. The ancient Egyptians revered Ra as the master architect behind nature's cycles, the force animating flora and fauna, and the essence of humanity itself. This reverence for Ra underscores the belief in a profound interconnectedness between the divine and the natural world, a theme that resonates deeply with the concept of the third eye. The positioning of these symbols adds another layer of convergence. The Eye of Ra, often depicted between the eyebrows of revered deities, insinuates a locus of immense influence and potency. Similarly, the pineal gland's anchoring near the brain's center mirrors the third eye locale, a focal point accentuated during spiritual, meditative, and visual practices. This alignment highlights the symbolic and practical significance of the third eye as a center of spiritual insight and enlightenment. Light, with its duality of brightness and obscurity, weaves another connection between the Eye of Ra and the pineal gland. The Eye of Ra, inherently bound to the sun, stands as a radiant symbol, even as Ra's descent into the underworld punctuates the juxtaposition of luminosity and shadow, evoking notions of cyclical equilibrium. Similarly, the pineal gland, as the orchestrator of melatonin synthesis, modulates our diurnal rhythms, harmonizing the dance between wakefulness and slumber based on light's presence. The theme of gateways to alternate dimensions emerges prominently as well. The Eye of Ra, while primarily a protective emblem, is also postulated as a channel enabling Ra to unleash his wrath or bestow blessings. In esoteric circles, the pineal gland is revered as a gateway to otherworldly realms, its awakening heralding mystical experiences or astral sojourns. This notion of the pineal gland as a portal to higher dimensions is echoed in various spiritual traditions, where the awakening of the third eye is seen as a pivotal step in the journey towards spiritual enlightenment. Modern contemplations add a layer of intrigue to this convergence. Contemporary spiritual aficionados occasionally discern the Eye of Ra in tandem with the Eye of Horus, as ancient civilizations encoded wisdom about the inner awakening of the third eye. Concurrently, alternative spiritual and New Age discourses speculate the pineal gland as a latent vessel of superior insight, poised for awakening. This modern perspective invites us to explore the symbolic and practical significance of the third eye in our quest for spiritual growth and cosmic unity. The Eye of Horus and the Eye of Ra are significant symbols in ancient Egyptian iconography and have been traditionally associated with protection, royal authority, and health preservation. Intriguingly, both of these symbols present visual similarities to the cross-sectional appearance of the pineal gland. Characterized by distinct geometric elements, the Eye of Horus, also referred to as the wedjet, embodies a representation of an eye accompanied by a curvilinear tail extending from one corner, a spiral brow above, and a descending vertical line resembling a stylized tear. Conversely, anatomically positioned within the cerebral region, the pineal gland is a diminutive pine-cone-shaped organ responsible for the synthesis of melatonin, a hormone instrumental in circadian rhythm regulation. In cross-sectional examination, this gland manifests an oval contour with dendritic structures, which remarkably mirror the aesthetic design of the aforementioned Egyptian eye symbols. In the annals of philosophical and spiritual discourse, the concept of unity holds a position of profound significance. It is a precept that speaks to the inherent interconnectedness of all entities, proposing that the multitudinous components of the universe, whether they be beings, thoughts, or events, are not isolated occurrences but are intimately bound together as facets of a singular, overarching cosmic consciousness. This principle, herein referred to as the Law of One, has profound foundations across numerous cultural traditions and teachings. In the purview of this examination, it becomes vital to differentiate the said Law of One from other materials, focusing on its overarching idea of a universal understanding of oneness. Our primary emphasis in this discourse is to illuminate the consonants of the Law of One within the Judaic-Christian theological framework, extrapolated from the New and Old Testaments. Within this tradition, the statements God is one and God is the law converge to suggest that the Law of One is indeed the divine mandate. This principle transcends a mere proclamation of monotheism, offering instead a deep-seated affirmation of the indivisibility and interconnectedness of the entire cosmos. In a comprehensive and exhaustive examination of theological and cosmological frameworks, there emerges a deeply insightful revelation embedded within the very foundation of the Decalogue. The first commandment, "Thou shalt not have any other gods before me," serves not merely as a directive, but as a reflective window into the intricate theological tapestry that underscores the nature of the divine. A careful and profound introspection of this commandment dovetails seamlessly with the nuanced doctrine that articulates God not as a plurality, but as a singular, unified entity. This doctrine, while profound in its implications, finds a profound echo in the structure of the Decalogue itself. Especially in its inaugural tenet, the Decalogue becomes not just a set of edicts, but a profound theological treatise that emphasizes the overarching theme of divine unity and singularity. This concept can be juxtaposed with the notion that while humanity might be visualized as existing in a 10-dimensional space, at its essence, man exists as a singular entity. The interconnectedness of these dimensions does not detract from the core oneness of human existence, much in the same way that the manifold commandments of the Decalogue converge to illuminate the singular essence of the divine. In the rich tapestry of the Hebrew language, the term arts, eretz, commonly translates to land or earth. Its use is diverse, denoting anything from specific territories to the very planet we inhabit. However, when delved into deeply, eretz may carry connotations far broader and more profound than its typical definitions suggest. One could postulate that Eretz encapsulates not just the terrestrial realm, but also the vastness of the solar system, our galaxy, and the entirety of the universe's creation. This interpretation posits that Eretz symbolizes the intricate weave of dimensional systems across the cosmos, giving rise to cohesive celestial entities. Through this lens, every planet, every luminescent star, and indeed every corner of the universe becomes an Eretz in its own right. Drawing parallels closer to home, even the human form could be seen as an embodiment of Eretz. Humanity, in its complex structure and function, mirrors the 10-dimensional planetary systems. We harbor within us dimensions that resonate in a fractal pattern, harmonizing with the overarching 10-dimensional structure of the solar system. This understanding radically expands the term Eretz beyond its conventional association with Earth or the land of Israel and its inherent connection to the 13 divine emanations. The book of Genesis, specifically its initial verses, has been a cornerstone for theological and scholarly discussions regarding the nature of creation. Taking into consideration the aforementioned expanded interpretation of Eretz, one might postulate a revolutionary understanding of the Genesis narrative. Rather than viewing the account as a linear depiction of divine creation, where God brings forth the heavens, the earth, and all life within, we might instead approach it as an allegory for the emergence of multiple dimensions, both known and unknown. Such a perspective necessitates a re-evaluation of the very first words of the Bible. If Eretz can be seen as representing dimensions, then the primordial act of creation, as described in Genesis, might not be a mere manifestation of the tangible, the heavens, the earth, and the waters, but rather an orchestration of the various dimensional layers of existence. This idea, radical as it might seem, could suggest that the narrative isn't just about the creation of the physical world by a divine entity, but possibly hints at a more profound revelation. Such a paradigm shift underscores the importance of approaching ancient texts with an open mind, considering that the words and narratives might carry symbolic meanings that transcend their literal interpretations. It suggests that the physical world, the celestial bodies, and the divine emanations are all part of a unified cosmic system. This perspective aligns with the overarching themes of The Unified Theory of You by L.S. Larkey, which emphasizes the interconnectedness of all dimensions and the continuous flow of divine energy that sustains them. In conclusion, the third eye, the eye of Ra, and the concept of Eretz converge to offer a comprehensive understanding of our spiritual journey and our place within the cosmos. By awakening the third eye and aligning with the divine flow, we can access deeper spiritual insights and connect with the divine essence that permeates all things. The expanded interpretation of Eretz as a symbol of interconnectedness invites us to see the physical world, the celestial bodies, and the divine emanations as part of a unified cosmic system. This understanding fosters a deeper reverence for all aspects of creation and encourages us to live in harmony with the divine flow, embodying the principles of unity and interconnectedness in our daily lives.